They said they're coming for ideology, said they're cleansing the country of the wrong kind of thought. But tell me, since when did freedom of thought become a felony? Since when did belief need a Bible or a badge to be bought? They call it traditional values. But tradition, in this torn and tattered tapestry, was never meant to be a weapon. Tradition was the whisper of the weary who fled crowns and crosses of kings, who said, believe as I do, or bleed where you stand. See, our founders, they weren't saints, but they signed something sacred in ink and intention. They wrote separation, not subjugation. They wrote liberty, not liturgy. They wrote no law respecting an establishment of religion, no altar raised above the people's vision. Because America was not meant to be a church. It was meant to be a choice. But now they twist the text. They tattoo tyranny with the name of tradition. They call it Christian values, but Christ never called for conquest. They say family values, but families have never looked the same. Never. And they don't need your last name to be valid. They say morality, but what's moral about silencing the many for the comfort of the few? What's moral about marching under the flag of fear? Flying faith like a fucking fist, forgetting that freedom is supposed to be shared, not shaped by one shade of skin. They say they want to make America Christian again. But the Christ they claim would flip their tables, would see through their scripts, would say, you've made my father's house a house of lies. Because what's traditional here? Tradition is dissent. Tradition is the rebel quill on a parchment declaring we will not kneel. Tradition is the Boston Harbor full of defiance, is the freedom to speak against kings and priests alike. Tradition is the separation of church and state. So the state can never claim your soul, and the church can never cage your mind. But now they stand hand on holy book, using it like a hammer. They say they're defending America, but I say America doesn't need defending from the left or the right. It needs defending from the ones that forgot that freedom of religion also means freedom from religion. So I speak for the silenced, for the heretic and the humanist, the believer, the doubter, the dreamer, the doer, for the old ghosts of liberty who whisper still, we built this house for all of you. And if they call that un-American, then let me be the loudest echo of rebellion you ever hear. Because tradition, true tradition, is not obedience. It's resistance.